Hello, everybody, and welcome. I am so excited to have you all here with us today. I am Allison Cooper, the founder of Project Motherhood, and today I have Lauren McBride with us, who is a digital content creator in the fashion space and mom. So I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to Lauren, share a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Hi, thank you for having me. Honestly, I'm really honored that you would even ask. so, yeah, people might know me from Instagram. That's kind of where I started off like many years ago. I am a mom of three. My kids are a lot older now. I don't share them in this space like I used to due to privacy reasons. But yes, I am still on Instagram. You might be hearing my dog in the background. I don't know. He's very whiny today. You might know me from Instagram. I have a home decor line on QVC. And if you follow me over there, you know that I was the host of the Ultimate Gift Wrapping Challenge over on QVC Plus and HSM Plus, which was really fun. And yeah, I kind of do a lot of things. I've got a book podcast. I just kind of do it all.
Love it. That's amazing. So inspirational.
Thanks. A little stressful, but it's all good.
I hear you. Well, today we're going to discuss all things mom style. So I'm going to go in with some questions for you and, hear what your feedback is. First of all, I feel like, your style is effortlessly chic and approachable. What are your go-to staples that you feel like every woman should have?
Okay, so the thing with my style, and one thing I do want to say is like, I feel like I know, especially like in the Instagram space, it's really easy to compare, right? And be like, oh, baby, I want that. I want this. I want that. I want this. And that's all fun because who doesn't love shopping? But I feel like if I had to pick some staple items, especially being a mom, like heels, I love heels, but those are kind of out. Like sneakers, I love a good pair of sneakers, but sneakers that you can kind of wear both ways, right? So I love that that's the style now, that you can wear a pair of like really adorable sneakers with like tailored dress pants, So I feel like sneakers are key. I love my Adidas Sambas. I have them in too many colors. But I feel, or even like the Gazelle, it's a very classic sneaker. Even if you just got white and black, goes with everything. You wear it with dresses, you wear it with shorts, jeans, again, like workwear. That's the trend right now. And I love it because I feel like who doesn't love a good pair of sneakers, right? Like it's like key. So sneakers would be one. I also feel that a good pair, like in the summer, a good pair of denim shorts is so key. I live in denim shorts in the summer, and I can wear a pair of denim shorts with any top. So I have one pair in particular that I love, and those are ones that I'm always grabbing. And same thing with like a good pair of jeans, which honestly is really hard to find. But having like that good staple pair of jeans, I kind of love the wider leg trend right now just because they're more comfortable. So I feel like if your jeans can feel like sweatpants, awesome. And on that note, literally my other staple item in my closet is like a good pair of sweatpants. I love sweatpants. And I feel like at this point you can dress them up too, right? Like it's very chic to be in like a full sweatsuit with like a trench coat over it. So I'm all for comfort like that. So those are probably like my items that are on repeat. And then of course, I know you asked for three, but like a quality and just like basic, either like white or black tank top or t-shirt. I feel like those are staples that can constantly be in rotation,
Yeah. Like good ones, like those are like the tees you want to like invest the money in because I feel like I wear them at least once a week, both my white and my black. It's just like every day.
Exactly.
Want them to wash well. That's for sure.
Right. Yeah. And luckily some of these brands now are, you can get something more affordable that does wash really well. So
yeah, agree with that. So what pieces, like what trends I would say, do you feel that are worth investing in? Or how do you decide? You kind of like, because there's so many trends.
I
And
know, it's crazy.
which ones do I just like snag for like $20 on Amazon? And which ones do I go all in and buy the good stuff?
So I think with trends, what's something to remember is it is a trend, but also trends come back around as we're seeing. So like I'm loving that the 90s is back and I'm like, man, I should have just saved all my stuff. So I think with that, if it's something you love, if you can find it for an inexpensive price, great. Like Target is so great with that. Like band tees, listen, I love Free People. It's my favorite brand. And they have the Daydreamer brand of band tees. And they are super soft, but also it's a band tee, right? If you don't want to spend $75 on a band tee, you don't have to. Like Target is making some that are just as great, right?
Yeah.
And have the same style. So I feel like with trends, there are so many brands now that are making things for less, like Target or Old Navy or even on Amazon, right? And maybe the quality is not stellar,
Yeah.
but that's where it's like, how often are you going to wear it, right? So like for me, I don't wear my band tees every day, so they're going to last a little bit longer than something that I might be wearing, religiously every week, right? You know what I'm saying? So like a pair of jeans or jean shorts, you're going to be wearing those more than you are a band tee. So I think with trends, I really think there's no right or wrong. I honestly really don't love when people go on Instagram and are like, you shouldn't be wearing this. And it's like, you know what? Let people wear what they want. Like we're all moms here. At this point, I feel like once you become a mom, you're just like, literally don't tell me what to do. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't need anyone telling me what to do. I have toddlers telling me that. But I think, but I think like if it's something you love and that you want to try and it makes you happy, just grab it. I know it's easy to get like sucked into that on Instagram and feel like you need all the things. So I do love that on Amazon you could get something for way less than you can elsewhere. So I think there's really no right or wrong. It's just deciding on what makes you happy, right? And what trend you want to try. There's no right or wrong. No one's gonna tell you what to do. If you feel good wearing it, that's the key. So if it's a trend you like, if you could find it for cheaper, honestly, I probably would start that route. But also, if there's something you're really loving and you are like, I know I'm going to wear that, and it's from a brand that's maybe a little more costly, live your life.
Right? No, I totally feel that. I had a video, I don't even think I've published it yet, but it was something I recorded the other day and I was like, hey, like I'm wearing skinny jeans. I'm like breaking all the rules, but it's like, I know that works for me and my body shape. I love a wide leg pant. I don't love a barrel jean. It's just, I'm an apple shaped girl. It's just, I know, you know what works on you and you know what you feel good in. And then like, especially as a mom too, you have to be like, there needs to be a level of, I want to say like not just comfort, but a level of like, I don't know, like I guess comfort's the word I'm looking for, but you go through your day and the kids are pulling you in all these different directions. You don't want to feel like you're readjusting yourself.
Right.
That's just like, that's bad. Nobody wants that.
No, comfort is key. And also you want to feel good with what you look in. So, I know when everyone was like skinny jeans are out and some people are like, you can pry these from like my cold dead fingers. Like I love skinny jeans. And that's just like, who's actually making these rules? You know what I'm saying? Like, who's saying like, oh, don't do the skinny jeans? No, if your skinny jeans make you happy, wear the skinny jeans, right? You know what I mean? Like, you're not dressing for anyone but you. So whatever you feel good in is what you should buy, right? That's how I look at it. If it makes you happy, if you feel like $1,000,000, that's all that matters. You don't have to please anyone else. You're wearing it for you.
Seriously. Well, I guess this question kind of piggybacks on all of that. As a busy mom, what are your top tips for looking stylish while juggling all your daily responsibilities?
Okay, here's my number one tip. Ready? A pair of hoop earrings.
I have
literally, I'm not even kidding.
I was feeling you were going to say that as you lean forward.
I'm not even kidding. A pair of hoop earrings. These are from Amazon. These are cheap. They were like $15, but I love them. A pair of hoop earrings automatically makes you like just look elevated, or even just like a watch, something like that automatically makes you look more put together. I spend the majority of my days, especially I'm a mom, but I also work from home, right? And I do enjoy getting dressed, and it's fun to get dressed. And I have all these great clothes in my closet and all this stuff, but majority of the time I'm just wearing sweatpants. But like you can still make the sweatpants and sweatshirt look chic with a pair of hoop earrings, right? Or maybe add like, some cute sneakers, like a faux leather jacket, right? Like something like that. So you can still be comfortable and look put together. So I really feel like I live and breathe by my hoop earrings. Like everyone knows me from my hoop earrings. Like they're like, yeah, we know you have every size of hoops imaginable. And I'm like, I do. I've got little hoops. I got medium hoops. I got the big suckers for when I go out, and I'm like, I want my big hoop earrings. But I'm telling you, it's so simple. You don't need all these crazy earrings, right? Like just a good pair of hoops automatically makes you look like you came for business. You know what I mean? Even if you're like tired, your coffee spilling, you're in, your kids are I dropped my kids off with slippers on today, and I had like gym clothes on, and I put my slippers on, and my kids, they were like, my daughter realized she forgot her library books. And I was like, oh shoot, I drive my kids to school every day. And she was like, you need to turn around and go home. And I was like, no, because then I have to walk you into school and I'm in my slippers. No. And so then we get there and they like close off where you go in to drop them off early. And I was like, you guys gotta go down. I got slippers.
That's so funny.
It's just, like we're always doing something of that sort. So I swear, if you just put some hoop earrings on, you're like, oh, okay, I feel good now. Like I'm ready for the day. I don't know. It's my little trick.
I love it. Okay, now I need hoop earrings because I actually
Amazon.
don't care. Yeah.
Really? Amazon. Oh, so great. They're the best.
I love it. Well, let's see. Next question. What are your favorite affordable fashion brands that offer both quality and style?
Okay. So believe it or not, Target is like killing the game, especially with shoes. Target shoes. I have literally never owned a pair of Target shoes that are not comfortable. And I even have bought my mom. My mom she's got like some feet issues, and she's always like, these shoes are going to hurt my feet. They're going to hurt my feet. And I'm like, I'm telling you right now, they will not. So I wore a pair of sparkle booties from Target a few years ago, and my mom ended up buying them. And she's like, these are the most comfortable pair of shoes. I'm like, I know, like they just are. So Target for shoes, also their Wild Fable brand, I actually really love.
I do too.
The quality is not like amazing, but I feel like they're a really good place to try trends if you don't want to spend a ton of money on it. Yeah. So I do love Target. I also really love H&M. I feel like H&M's another one. And honestly, my stuff from there is really good, and I love getting kids clothes for my kids there too. I feel like sometimes they wash better than Old Navy, and I love that. So H&M, I also do really like Zara. I feel like that's kind of a brand that doesn't really get looked at often. I know it's not like readily available in a lot of malls, but I'm always shopping online at this point. They have great returns. That's something else I look at, right? So don't be afraid to buy multiple sizes if you don't know what your size is going to be, because brands like Zara, they offer free returns, which is awesome. So if it doesn't fit, you just send it right back. But Zara's another really good brand. I've gotten some really quality pieces there for like not a lot of money, which is awesome. So those are probably like my three go-to, like, and for like dressier, not dressier, but like not for sweatpants, right? For sweatpants, like Aerie's great, but those three, like if you're looking for just good basics, H&M has great basics. They even have great jeans. So I feel like those three, you can go spend some time browsing, try some things. The sizing could be a little weird, but honestly, I love my pieces from there and my shoes from Target. They're the best.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. I found out today too that Zara does this whole like pre-loved thing and they make these like curated boxes. I didn't know that until earlier. I was like, oh, that's cool. I love because I really like to share sustainable tips if possible because you know, there's just so much waste in the fashion industry. And I do feel like that's an issue amongst, you know, the influencers on Instagram because it's just like, what's next? What's next? You know, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't buy things this fast. It's just, you know, it's it's a problem.
I agree. And there's a few girls that I actually recently started following that are really big on thrifting. And, but like, I'm not talking like just going to like your local Goodwill, like literally going thrifting, consignment, or like going into New York and finding these amazing, like, you know, thrifting places. So I feel like if you are someone who enjoys that and has the time to obviously, because obviously you don't know what you're getting, right? You're going and you're going through.
Yes.
But you could find some really good things. H&M, I think, also does something where if you bring jeans back, I feel like they do something like that too, where like you could bring clothes back and they kind of like recycle it and you get like a discount off of something else.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that either.
Yeah. Yeah. I think brands are kind of leaning in that direction now, which is good.
I feel like you have to, like, because people speak up about it now more than ever, which is awesome.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. What is a common fashion mistake you see people make and how can they easily fix it?
I don't want to call anything a mistake because again, I feel like if you feel good in it, then who cares?
Right.
So that's probably my thing. But again, I think my biggest tip with that, I don't want to say it's a mistake, but like if you are just unsure of how to elevate a look, right? Because it can be, you know, again, wearing sweatpants, there's a fine line between like literally looking like you just threw sweatpants on and then also just like elevating it a tad bit. So if you want to elevate a look a little bit, again, that's where I think like accessorizing is big. Jewelry, watch, maybe it could be a dainty necklace that you love and wear every single day. It doesn't matter what it is, right? But like those little pieces, even just like little rings, something really make it look like you rolled out of bed and you actually like put thought, right? And so again, I don't want to say it's a mistake because I think that, like, as I said, if you are happy with what you're wearing, great. But a very easy way to elevate a look would be to add accessories, even a purse. Like I think this is one of the trends that I love lately is I love the look of like sweatpants with sneakers and then like a more what's the word I'm looking for? Like a more elevated bag. So, you know, I have a bag from Amazon that looks like designer. It's not. I have yet to be interested in spending my money on designer bags. It's just not my thing. I'd rather travel. No shade to anyone who does, right? Like I think it's just you're like, where do you want to spend? This is money I have. Like, where do I choose to spend it, right? So I'm like, I'm fine buying like the designer lookalike on Amazon. But again, wearing that bag, right, with like maybe a faux leather jacket or something and my hoodie and sweatpants that match and sneakers, add a pair of hoop earrings, like you automatically just made the look more elevated. Same thing with leggings, right? Like I love leggings. I wear them every day, right? So same thing, maybe cue up the sneakers a little bit, right? Wear a hoodie, a denim jacket, and then like a structured bag, and it automatically looks like, you know, and I'll actually show you. Can I go grab I have a bag from Target.
Yeah,
Hold on.
definitely.
I'll give you examples.
Yeah, let's see.
So these are two examples, and honestly, I think I paid under $30 for each of them. So this one is from Target. It's an olive. Is it snap? Yeah, it's olive green. I love it.
Love
And
that.
so it has a strap. And so see how it's more structured though? So it automatically is going to make your outfit look like a little more elevated because of the style of the bag. And this is the one I have from Amazon that looks like it's designer. It's not. It was like $20.
Love it.
You know?
Like a Chanel.
Right. But like adding this with like sweatpants, that, you know what I'm saying? Like it just elevates the look. So I don't think you need, I don't think anything's necessarily a mistake. It's just, do you want to elevate your look a little bit more? Here's how we can do it. Another thing too, another tip is a third piece rule. That's like something that is just good to know, right? So if you have on a sweatshirt and leggings and sneakers, right? Like what's your third piece? Do you want to add a scarf if it's cold out, or do you want to add a denim jacket? You know, something to kind of like balance out the outfit, adding that third piece in some way, jacket, scarf, hat, whatever it might be, just kind of helps elevate the look and make it look a little more put together. I mean, again, like a baseball hat is also so great, you know?
I love that.
Yeah.
I feel like the only thing that I would say would be like a mistake is like letting your leggings, you know, wearing them for, you know, overusing them. So, right, they start to get in and see-through, or like the t-shirts eventually get some like little holes in them and things like that. I would say we got to like pay attention to like those basic pieces and make sure that they are like up to par.
And that, you know, and I even say that with like your underwear. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, don't. I realized, like, I remember in the early days of being a mom, like, I remember I had this moment where I was like, oh my God, like, and I think this is like a big piece of like the glow up. Like, if you want to have like your glow up era as a mom, right? Because I get it. A lot of us, especially when we have little kids, you're kind of feeling like, oh my gosh, like it's all about them, right? Like, when is it going to be about me? And like, I lost myself. Like, I can't tell you how many messages I get from people being like, I just kind of lost myself in motherhood. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. That's not a complaint. Let me let my dog out so he's not barking. That's not a complaint per se. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not a complaint, but like, it's what happens, right? And so then they become older and you're like, oh, that's right. Like, I do have some time for me, but I kind of forgot like what that's even like. So I remember realizing like, why do all of my pajamas look like garbage? And like, why does my underwear have holes in it? Throw that stuff out. Like, you honestly, yes, I guess that would be the mistake. Like, you deserve better than holy underwear. Get a bra that fits you. That's like one of my biggest. I went and recently got had like an actual bra fitting, and let me tell you, the game changer that is when you finally realize like, oh, okay, you know, like I feel amazing, you know. So I think even just like paying attention to those undergarments too, you deserve to wear things that are great, that don't have holes in it, right? So treat yourself. Yes, make sure the leggings are not stretched out and they are good. And honestly, like your butt looks fantastic in leggings. So like you don't want, you know what I mean? Like you don't want leggings that are like falling apart, like, you know. Yeah, that's a good point. Make sure you are
covered properly.
Just make sure you're treating yourself, you know, like you deserve to have something that's not like, you know, 10 years old and run down and looks like garbage, right? Like, because if that's what you're wearing, that's how you're going to feel.
Totally. Well, I mean, to piggyback on that, our last question, if someone wants to refresh their wardrobe, they're just ready for that, but want to stick to a budget, where should they start?
I honestly would start at Target. I really would. I could get lost in Target for hours. Again, I think you could get some great shoes. They have, you know, stylish sneakers and sandals for the upcoming season. You can get quality jeans there. You can get basics. You can get cute pajamas. You can even get cute, underwear. So, and again, like you can get it there on a budget. Aerie is another great place for like underwear and undergarments and things like that. I love like a no-show thong. I know a thong isn't for everyone, but they have like no-show briefs and things like that. So, and look and see what's on sale, but you definitely deserve to be wearing things that you feel good in. And even just updating those basics. And here's the other thing too, like, I feel like I wear my tank tops into the ground. So I know that I'm going to be replacing them every year. And that's okay, because I can go to Target and get one for $10 and it's going to be great. You know what I mean? Until it's not. But again, same thing even with their pajamas and stuff like that. So I think Target's doing a great job right now with that. H&M as well, but I feel like Target, you can get everything there. So you're right.
It's a one-stop shop, even if you need to pick up dinner.
I know. Well, I went there the other day and I was like, okay, I have a list and I need this. And then all of a sudden I was like, I didn't get anything. Now I have to go. Like I have a cart full of stuff I don't actually need, but is really great and I like it. So whatever. So, but yeah, I think that would be a great place to start. And again, check Amazon. If you see something an influencer's wearing, you don't have to purchase what they have. You can always be just inspired by the look. So I try to remind everyone that you don't need anything. So I really don't love when people are like, you need this jacket. No, you don't. You want the jacket, but you don't need the jacket. But you can always just be inspired by the look and then, take a screenshot and then go and see if you can put something together in your closet, with what you already have, or, what can you get on a budget to kind of make that outfit work. And that's also why I love Pinterest. I will scroll Pinterest for so long, just getting outfit inspiration, because even someone like me, like this is my job, but like I, again, can end up being like, oh my God, I feel like I'm looking at the same thing and I don't know. And it's hard for me scrolling and seeing all these other influencers. So scrolling Pinterest, I just did it the other day. I was like, wait, this is so simple. There was an outfit that was like a navy blue tank top, denim shorts, sneakers, a ball cap, and then a more like structured long sleeve button down that was like striped. And I'm like, this is so cute. And again, it just elevated it by adding that third piece. Right. And I'm like, this is adorable. It's comfortable. It's casual. And I can wear it to my son's baseball game and like feel good. Like I look cute. So Pinterest is so key. Spend some time casual. You could literally type like cute mom outfits. And then save the screenshots and be like, what do I have in my closet? What could I add to my closet? And then let's say it is like, okay, I could add this jacket. Then go back on Pinterest and be like, outfits with this kind of jacket. Do you know what I mean? And then you can kind of get most of it.
Yeah, you can build your whole wardrobe inspo on Pinterest.
Totally.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Lauren, so much for joining us today. I love chatting fashion. It's like my favorite thing to talk about. So
it is fun. I'm honored you even asked me, because again, I'm like, oh, my style is so like all over the place, but it's what I like, right? So
exactly.
It's do what you like. You don't have to follow trends. You wear what makes you happy, and as long as you feel good, you will radiate that inside out.
It's so true. It is so true. I love it. Awesome. Well, thank you again so much. I hope you guys all who are tuned in today are learning and ready to go shopping in your own closet, and then Target. And then Target. All right. Well, until next time. Bye, guys.